You lead the cat. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready?
and welcome back to another great day at the best high school in North Carolina. My name is Morelli Cordero Cruz.
And I'm Hayden Chase Mears, and we'd like to welcome you all to our graduation. First, we'd like to thank our friends and families for showing up to support us on this special day. We'd also like to welcome members of the school board, superintendent, distinguished guests, parents, JM staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026.
Today is the day we dreamed about since elementary school, the day we walk across the stage and open brand new chapters in our lives. Throughout high school, we gained and lost friendships, but each one of them taught us important lessons in life. Some taught us how to be brave, and some taught us how to sneak in some fun in serious situations, and some taught us to be us. Those friends that always stayed by our side taught you who you really are and what you will become in the future. I will remember those friendships that I made in my AVID class, especially with those that I sat with. We all had so much fun. We would make silly jokes, but we would also support each other in serious situations. The teasing and the fact that we would almost be laughing at the dumbest things is something that will be forever stuck with me. Even those Uno games that I would always win will be stuck in my heart and will be told in the future.
4 years ago, we walked in these halls as freshmen, unsure of where to go, what to say, or even where our first class was. Now, here we are. It's hard to believe how quickly time passed by. At a school where literally everything is about jets, it feels right to think of our high school journey as a flight. Freshman year was our takeoff, full of confusion, nerves, and learning how everything here worked. But even then, we kept on moving forward and finding ways to have fun every single day. Sophomore and junior year were when the engines really roared to life and we reached our cruising altitude. We pushed ourselves, explored our passions, and we all built confidence. We started climbing higher than we ever imagined we could. We struggled, we persevered, and we learned how to soar. Along the way, we made memories we'll never forget. The school games, spirit weeks, last-minute assignments, lunch table conversations, and even walking a whole marathon around school without realizing it. All the moments that seemed small at the time but meant the most to us. During those years, graduation felt so far away. Then came senior year, the year we always talked about, but we never imagined it would actually arrive this quickly. Every lesson, challenge, success, and mistake prepared us for what comes next. Whether that's college, work, a trade, or military service, the journey we experienced here at Jordan Matthews paved the way for our next one. So as much as I'd like to say we got here on our own, we definitely didn't. So again, thank you to everyone here who showed up today to support us. Friends who supported us through anything, families that sacrificed everything, and the teachers that taught us everything. Your encouragement and support helped shape us into who we are today. And for that, I will always be grateful to every single one of you.
No solo nosotros nos imaginamos de este sueño, sino también nuestros padres, que siempre nos contaban sus historias de cómo llegaron a un país desconocido, con esperanzas de una mejor vida para sus familias. Dejaron todo en sus países y construyeron algo grande y bonito. Recuerdo tocar las manos de mi padre y con lástima las acariciaba. ¿Cómo es que las manos de alguien puedan estar tan lastimadas y con tanto gallos? La cara de mi madre, llena de cansancio al llegar del trabajo y de todavía cocinar con una hermosa sonrisa me sorprendía. Me preguntaba, ¿cómo es que nuestros padres pueden tener una sonrisa tan hermosa y tan alegre, aunque la vida no se ajusta con ellos? Pero ahora veo que la razón tras sus sonrisas somos nosotros. Entonces, miren a sus padres, mírenlos a los ojos y díganles gracias. Gracias por amarnos, gracias por guiarnos, gracias por sus esfuerzos y gracias por creer en nosotros. Ustedes siempre me decían, estudia duro para que no seas igual como nosotros. Pero en mis ojos, ustedes son padres que lucharon duro y siguen luchando. Son humanos que todavía tienen la personalidad de unos niños felices y que es posible en cada vida ya estén destinados a ser mis padres otra vez. Y miren, que sí nos pusimos las pilas.
We are all so excited that you are here with us this morning.
Welcome, Jets.
To your next start. I would now like to introduce you to my friends, Osnio and Adriana, who will be doing the pledge.
Good morning.
Good morning. And
Jordan
welcome to
Matthew.
Jordan Matthew.
Please join us
Please join us.
in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise.
Please rise.
Okay, so put your hand over your heart, and you're going to start the pledge. Say it.
I
pledge
allegiance
to
the flag
of
the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Um,
Say it.
you may see it.
Okay, go this way. Go this way to your seat.
Good morning to our teachers, staffs, families, friends, and to the incredible class of 2026. For those who may not know me, my name is Dulce Sarco Arroyo, and I've had the honor of serving as the Vice President of the senior class of Jordan Matthews High School. Standing here today feels unreal, because for a long time, I was just a little girl who was afraid to let go of her mom's hand. I still remember my very first day of preschool. My mom walked me to the classroom. I held onto her tightly because I didn't want her to leave me there. I remember crying. I remember begging her not to go. And as many mothers do, she hugged me, wiped my tears, and told me, "Todo va a estar bien." At the time, I didn't understand her words, but now I do. Because looking back, that moment was the beginning of a journey that none of us could have imagined. Then came kindergarten. Back then, life was simple. The biggest thing I worried about was staying on purple on the classroom behavior chart, because purple meant outstanding. And to me, that felt like the greatest accomplishment in the world. I miss when our biggest fears were things that seem so small now. Because as we grew older, life grew heavier too. Then came middle school, a new chapter, new teachers, new responsibilities. And just when we were beginning to figure ourselves out, the world stopped. COVID happened. Suddenly, our classrooms became computer screens, our teachers became voices through microphones, and our friends became tiny squares on a screen. And without realizing it, many of us started losing pieces out of ourselves. We missed birthdays. We missed dances. We missed opportunities we would never get back. Some of us lost motivation. Some of us lost friendships. Some of us lost family members. Some of us silently struggled with loneliness and fear. And the hardest part was pretending everything was okay when it wasn't. Then one day, we walked into high school, and honestly, I was terrified, and I bet you were too. I remember standing in the hallway, holding my schedule tightly in my hands, looking at it over and over again, trying to understand where my classes were, trying to understand where I belong. Everyone around me looked confident, like they already knew exactly where they were going, but I didn't. I remember quietly thinking to myself, ¿Dónde está este salón? And in that moment, I felt so small in such a big place. But what I didn't know then was that the scared little girl standing in that hallway would one day stand on this stage, talking to my classmates who have all completed their own high school journey. Little by little, things started changing. I met teachers who believed in me even when I doubted myself. Teachers who pushed me to do better. Teachers who reminded me that I was capable of more than I thought. A todos mis maestros y mentores, gracias. Porque a veces una persona que cree en ti puede cambiar tu vida entera. Especialmente la señora Bridenberg. Gracias por creer en mí, por motivarme y por recordarme que era capaz de más de lo que yo misma creía. Usted siempre estuvo ahí para escucharme, apoyarme y guiarme. I love you. You are truly the best teacher. High school was not easy. There were nights when homework felt impossible. Nights when exhaustion hit so hard that we could barely keep our eyes open. Nights when anxiety sat heavy on our hearts. Moments when we wondered, am I good enough? Am I strong enough? Can I really do this? But somehow, every morning, we still showed up. Even when we were tired, even when life felt heavy, even when nobody saw the battles we were fighting inside, we kept going. And we didn't do it alone. We leaned on each other. We reminded each other, you got this. Nos dimos ánimo. Nos levantamos juntos. But if I'm being honest, the real reason I keep pushing forward was because of my parents. Mis papás, Ausencio Sarco y María Arroyo. My parents came to this country searching for something better, a better life, better opportunities, a future they never had for themselves. And the older I got, the more I realized how much they sacrificed for me. They worked long days, exhausting days, the kind of days that leave your body tired before the sun even goes down. And yet, no matter how tired they were, they still came home asking me about school. Siempre tenían tiempo para mí, even when they deserved to rest. They still woke up early on weekends to take me to community service events. They drove me to meetings, to practices, to clubs, to opportunities they never had themselves. Nunca dijeron que era demasiado. Nunca dijeron que era imposible. They simply believed in me. My parents taught me about real love. Real love is sacrifice. Real love is watching your parents come home exhausted, but still finding the strength to ask if you ate. Real love is hearing your parents say they are okay, even when you know life has been hard on them. Real love is parents carrying pain in silence so their children can have a better future. There were moments during high school when I felt overwhelmed. Moments when I cried quietly in my room because I felt like I wasn't enough. Moments when I was scared of failing, scared of disappointing the people who sacrificed everything for me. But every time I wanted to give up, I would think about my parents. I would think about the sacrifice nobody saw, the long days, the early mornings, the tired eyes, the silent prayers. And I told myself, I have to keep going. Porque todo lo que hago, lo hago por ellos. Growing up, my parents always reminded me of something simple. Estamos aquí por una razón. And my dad always tells me, échale ganas, mi flaca. Those words stay with me during every difficult moment of my life. And through every fear, every failure, every tear, there was one phrase that stays in my heart. Solo Dios sabe lo que hace y por qué motivo. Sometimes we don't understand why life becomes difficult. Sometimes we don't understand the pain, the waiting, the heartbreak, or the sacrifice we go through. But now I look back at every moment, the little girl crying on her first day of preschool, the student learning through a screen during COVID, the scared freshman lost in the hallway, the daughter watching her parents come home exhausted from work, and I realized something. God was writing a story the entire time. A story of sacrifice, a story of perseverance, a story of faith, a story of love. There were moments when I wanted to give up, moments when I felt lost, moments when I cried quietly without telling anyone, moments when I questioned if I was enough. But even then, God never left my side. Y aunque hubo noches donde me sentía sola, aunque hubo momentos donde sentía que ya no podía más, Dios siempre caminó conmigo. Today is more than graduation. For many families here, this moment represents years of sacrifice, years of waking up before sunrise, years of long work days, years of hiding pain so their children could have a better future. Some parents crossed borders, carrying nothing but hope. Some gave up dreams so their children could chase theirs. Some stayed strong even when life was hard because they believed their sacrifice would someday matter. And today, they do. Because here we are, standing on this stage, not because the journey was easy, but because the people who loved us never gave up on us. Ausencio Zarco y María Arroyo, mamá y papá, ¿se pueden poner de pie, por favor? Ustedes cruzaron la frontera, pero hoy yo cruzo este escenario por ustedes. Si hoy estoy aquí, es por ustedes. Cada sacrificio, cada lágrima, cada madrugada despertándose temprano, cada día de trabajo, aunque estuvieran cansados, cada oración hecha en silencio por mí, valió la pena. Si alguna vez dudé de mí misma, ustedes nunca dudaron. Cuando yo quería rendirme, ustedes me enseñaron a seguir adelante. Todo lo que soy es gracias a ustedes. Este diploma no es solo mío, también es de ustedes. Y aunque nunca podré pagarles todo lo que hicieron por mí, prometo hacer que cada sacrificio valga la pena. Los quiero con todo mi corazón. And to the class of 2026, 4 years ago, we walked into this school unsure of ourselves. But today, we walk out stronger. Stronger because of the challenges we survived, stronger because of the people who believed in us, and stronger because of the sacrifice that made this moment possible. Hace 4 años entramos con miedo, pero hoy salimos con fuerza, porque los sueños que hoy celebramos empezaron con el sacrificio de alguien más. So wherever life takes us next, never forget where you come from. Never forget the people who helped you get here. And never forget that even during the hardest moments, Dios siempre tiene un propósito. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Seniors, in just a few moments, we will begin awarding diplomas to the outstanding Jordan Matthews High School class of 2026. On behalf of the faculty and staff, we love you, we are proud of you, and know that each of you have left your mark on this school. Alexa Janet Valentin Navarro.
Cindy, talk closer to the microphone, the sound guy says.
Giovanni Valencia Vasquez. Oh, I'm sorry. Giovanni, wait 1 second. Giovanni, momento, lo siento, un momento. Un momento, un momento. Sorry. We'll do that once more. Okay, let's try that again. Ready? Giovanni Valencia Vasquez. Osnel Steve Granados Escobar. Adriana Bernardino Jimenez. Amy Melanie Acosta Valdez. Irene Aguilar Hernández. Armando Natanael Abarrado Gutiérrez. Jeremy Abarrado Rodríguez. Yabet Álvarez Hernández. Adrián Álvarez Penera. Kenny Andino Jiménez. Katie Eileen Archila Sandoval. Stephanie Arellano. Vanessa del Carmen Arriaza del Cid. Aymar Jair Ayala. Felix Rochelle Banks. Kimberly Carmen Basilio. Samuel Basilio Garcia. Osiris Basilio Saucedo. William Davis Beck. Leah Grace Benitez. Jakari Lamont Blue. Dalia Botello. Ruben Briones Hernandez. Benjamin Henry Buckner. Aaron Monroe Burrows. Davian Jamir Bush. Brianna Nicole Cagle. Eric Ronaldo Calito Montepeque. Marcus Cameron. Jair Campechano Joaquin. Isabel Mia Caps. Maximiliano Carvajal Valdez. Carly Rayanne Cardman. Alan Yair Castillo Mejia. Cindy Chai Diaz. Luis Eduardo Siriaco Regino. Davis Clark. Yasmin Cobos. Marely Cordero Cruz. Iker Corona. Andrew Lee Cortes. Patience Sierra Cox. William Timothy Kuykendall. Nancy Cruz Sanchez. Grace Elizabeth Lee Debnam. Emily Catherine DeCaney. Alan Diaz Acosta. Stacy Duran Moreno. Caitlin Emerson. Yair Epifanio Banos. Marco Antonio Espinal Cava. Jacob Tejas Eubanks. Mackenzie Rose Everwine. Kyla Janae Farrar. Brandon Ismael Figueroa Islas. Marta Roxana Flores Benitez. Kimberly Flores Lopez. Elvia Adeli Francisco Juarez. Dalia Natalie Fuentes. Brian Isaías Galeano Magana. Brian Alexander Garcia. Carlos Arturo Garcia Gonzalez. Perla Rubí Garcia Palacios. Luis Gil Hernández.
Jordi Jesus Hiran Miranda. Antoine Jaquez Golston. David Joaquin Gonzalez Garcia. Joshua Gonzalez Vasquez. Cassidy Lynn Graves. Adrian Alberto Gray. Amanda Pinlay Gray. Kamari Jarrell Hadley. Brenaya Shalise Harris. Hannah Hope Harris. Yesiah Ilea Hedden. Hillary Hernandez Alvarez. Brandon Hernandez Ramirez. Mariana Hernandez Soto. Dulce Anita Herrera Duarte. Ashley Herrera Ventura. Liliana Faith Hicks. Alexis Interiano Rangel. Ispedi Jacobo Cantu. Maggie Angelique Jaimes Pulido. Ryan Eduardo Jimenez Cruz. Charlie Alexander Jimenez Rojo. Charlene Alexandra Jimenez Rojo. Ashton Lee Johnson. Mallory Kate Jones. Elizabeth Marie Jordan. Angelina Juan Domingo. Army Kendrick. David Chernold. Dominic Zane Lawson. Aiden Jeffrey Lasath. Aaliyah Damaris Locklear. Meredith Alejandra Gonzalez Lopez. Giancarlo Lopez. Christian David Lopez Coronado. Giselle Eileen Lopez Hernandez. Miguel Lopez. Maria Maricela Lopez Paz. Douglas Isaiah Lucas. Adelia Luna Cordero. Elena Manrique Diaz. Ariel Stephen Maravilla Estrada. Berenice Margarito Barnabé. Kaizea Marsh. Zane Josiah Marsh. Zanaya Jomila Marsh. Erado Alexander Schaffner Sebastian. Norma Yamilet Martinez Briones. Marcela Shareth Martinez Duarte. Carla Gabriela Martinez Flores. Enrique Martinez Cruz. Evelyn Yesenia Mateo Diaz. James Porter McLaurin. Josiah Chastity McNair. Markel Aiden McSwain. Brandon Melendez Rey. Hayden Chase Mears. Jensen James Mitchell. Jareli Mondragon Rodriguez.
Landon Christopher Moser. Alfredo Muñoz Arciniega. Jaden Jair Muñoz Ortiz. Reina Yaitza Nava Catalán. Giancarlo Nolasco Ixtabalán. Nick Anthony Ortega. Oric Osorio Hernández. Zechariah Graylon Owusu. Edilberto Pacheco Jiménez. Víctor Padilla Valderas. Daira Pacheco Juárez. Zaira Pacheco Juárez. Leila Ann Payson. Brian Javier Palacios. Dulce María Pascual Jiménez. Amaraya Lian Payne. Brittany Suzette Pérez. Manny Valentino Pérez. Alexandra Pérez Méndez. José Emanuel Pérez Porras. Narly Samantha Perla Cruz. Dulce Pineda Nava. Andrew Pozos Velasco. Sean Austin Price. Jeremy Quevedo Vallejo. Tanisha Nicole Raman. Melanie Jocelyn Ramírez. Yacir Rangel García. Aldair Reyes de la O. Gladys Ríos Domingo. Sean Wilson Roblero Morales. William Brady Rodríguez. Emily Nicole Rodríguez Lima. Levi Esaú Rodríguez Mejía. Paulina Zoe Salazar Zagada. Uriel Figueroa Sandoval. Mitchell Santiago Salas. Hunter Daryl Scott. Deontay Terrell Smith. Jamari Smith. Jackson Daniel Smith. Sydney Lee Hazel Smoot. Daphne Aymara Soria Mora. Yesenia Soto Monter. Vanessa Tadeo Alemán. Andrés Tepile Carrera. Jackson Gabriel Thomas. Benny Josué Tomás García. Ethenio Caleb Topa. Josiah Harvey Torrain. Sanaya Larice Utley. Daisy Valencia Zagada. JD Ariana Valentín Navarro. Jonathan Daniel Vázquez Mazariegos. Leslie Yamilet Velasco Marín. Ashley Rachel Velasco Perea. Víctor Velázquez Ignacio. Edin Enrique Vicente. Mason Beverly Walters. Sanaya Jade White. Braylon Timer Oris Wiggins. Abigail Savannah K. Woods. Francisco Junior Zabaleta Vico. Dulce Yesenia Zarco Arroyo. Yadiel Imanol Sayas. Benjamin Alexander Schrubeck. A big congratulations to the class of 2026. Go Jets!
Whoa, it's a lot scarier than I thought. Good morning, class of 2026, and to everyone who has come to celebrate this accomplishment with us. First, I want to recognize Morelli, Hayden, and Dulce's speech. It was honestly incredible. Can we get a round of applause, please? Honestly, they did great, and it made it kind of hard to follow with my speech, but I hope I do good. My name is Christian Lopez Coronado, and it is truly an honor to stand here before you and share a few words with everyone. Before I carry on, I want to share a little about who I am. I come from two hardworking parents who sacrificed their lives to offer me and my sister opportunities that they did not have. A mom and dad who gave everything for me, and honestly, I wouldn't be here without them. A sister who I've always looked up to as a role model. I'm a proud Guatemalan. I love music. And I like to think that I'm the funny one of my friend groups. I'm eternally grateful that God has blessed me with a supportive family, and just as grateful for the friends, teachers, and counselors He has placed in my path. I am proud of my heritage, and because of that, I will be alternating between English and Spanish throughout this speech, so please bear with me. Buenos días, clase de 2026. Y a todos los que vinieron hoy para celebrar este logro con nosotros. Mi nombre es Cristian López Coronado, y verdaderamente es un honor estar aquí, delante de ustedes, para compartir algunas palabras con todos. Antes de seguir adelante, quiero compartir un poco sobre quién soy. Yo vengo de dos padres quienes sacrificaron sus vidas para ofrecerme a mí y a mi hermana oportunidades que ellos no tuvieron. De una mamá y un papá que dieron todo por mí y la verdad no estaría aquí sin ellos. Y una hermana que amo con toda mi vida y que siempre ha sido la persona quien me ha guiado en mi vida. Yo soy un guatemalteco orgulloso, un músico aspirante y me gusta pensar que soy el chistosito entre mis amigos. Estoy eternamente agradecido que Dios me haya bendecido con una familia que me apoya e igual de agradecido por los amigos, maestros y consejeros que haya puesto en mi vida. Estoy orgulloso de mi herencia y por esa razón estaré alternando entre inglés y español en mi discurso. Entonces, por favor, tengan paciencia. Every once in a while, we reach a big milestone in our lives that is worthy of celebration. In our case, as a graduating class, it is finishing the big chapter of our lives that is high school. Today, we mark the end of our beginning. We are far from the finish line. Some of us are continuing our education at universities, others are on their way to serve our country, and others are still finding out what to do. And that is okay. As I said, we are far from the finish line. It is important, however, to acknowledge our accomplishments and to be proud. Proud of what we have done, of who we are, and of what we are becoming. I want us to truly understand what it means to be proud, because it is something that I've wrestled with this year. When I found out that I got accepted into my dream school, I was bursting with pride. It felt really good to have accomplished something so big, but I quickly became shy about sharing it. I didn't want to feel like I was bragging about my acceptance. Throughout the rest of the year, though, I was reminded by many people of what my acceptance truly meant. Sure, I got accepted into an amazing university, but my mere acceptance wasn't what I should have been proud of. It was the work, the people, the challenges I overcame, and all of the support that helped me get there that I should be proud about. De vez en cuando, alcanzamos un gran logro que merece ser celebrado. En nuestro caso, como una clase que está a punto de graduarse, es terminar un gran capítulo de nuestras vidas que es high school. Hoy marcamos el fin de nuestro comienzo. Estamos lejos de la línea de meta. Algunos de nosotros continuaremos nuestra educación en universidades, otros están en camino para servir a nuestro país y otros todavía están descubriendo qué hacer. Y eso está bien. Como dije, estamos lejos de la línea de meta. Sin embargo, es importante reconocer nuestros logros y sentirnos orgullosos. Orgullosos de lo que hemos hecho, de quiénes somos y de quién estamos convirtiendo. Quiero que comprendamos verdaderamente lo que significa el orgullo, porque es algo con lo que yo luché este año. Cuando me enteré de que había sido aceptado en la universidad de mis sueños, estaba lleno de orgullo. Se sintió muy bien haber logrado algo tan importante, pero rápidamente me sentí tímido al compartirlo. No quería sentir que estaba presumiendo de mi aceptación. Sin embargo, durante el resto del año, muchas personas me recordaron lo que mi admisión realmente significaba. Claro, fui aceptado en una universidad increíble, pero no era simple aceptación en una universidad, no era mi simple aceptación de lo que debía sentirme orgulloso. Era el esfuerzo, las personas, los desafíos que superé y todo el apoyo que me ayudó a llegar hasta ahí de lo que realmente debía sentirme orgulloso. We are all different. We have taken our separate paths, learned different lessons, and have accomplished different things. But each small step we've taken since we first stepped foot here at JM, as scared and lost freshmen, has brought us all here together as a graduating class of 2026. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, we should look back at our time here with pride. Every milestone we've reached and every challenge we've overcome is proof that we're ready for this next step. We will face new challenges and adversities, but we can be confident that we will overcome them, just as we've overcome every obstacle that has brought us to this moment. Todos somos diferentes. Hemos tomado sendas diferentes, aprendido diferentes lecciones y hemos logrado diferentes cosas. Pero cada paso que hemos tomado desde la primera vez que entramos aquí en JM como freshmen asustados y perdidos, nos ha traído todos juntos hoy como la clase de 2026. Al entrar a este próximo capítulo de nuestras vidas, debemos reflexionar sobre nuestro tiempo aquí con orgullo. Cada logro que hemos cumplido y cada obstáculo que hemos sobrevenido es evidencia de que estamos listos para este próximo paso. Vamos a enfrentar nuevos obstáculos y adversidades, pero podemos tener la confianza de que los superaremos de la misma manera que hemos superado cada obstáculo que nos ha traído hasta este momento. But our pride should not belong only to us. Behind every graduate sitting here today is a network of people who helped make this moment possible. Parents who worked long hours and made sacrifices we may never fully understand. Friends who encouraged us when we doubted ourselves. Teachers, counselors, and coaches who believed in us even when we struggled to believe in ourselves. As we celebrate today, we should share this pride with those people. Their guidance, support, and faith in us helped shape the individuals we have become. The diploma we receive today may have our names on it, but also represents the countless acts of love, patience, and encouragement that brought us here. So as we look toward the future, let us not forget to thank those who walked beside us on this journey. Let us recognize the impact that they have had on our lives and carry their lessons with us on this next chapter. Pero nuestro orgullo no nos pertenece únicamente a nosotros. Detrás de cada graduado que está sentado aquí hoy, existe una red de personas que hicieron este momento posible. Padres que trabajaron horas largas e hicieron sacrificios que quizá nunca lleguemos a comprender por completo. Amigos que nos animaron cuando dudamos de nosotros mismos. Maestros, consejeros, entrenadores que creyeron en nosotros, incluso cuando nos costaba creer en nosotros mismos. Mientras celebramos hoy, debemos compartir este orgullo con estas personas. Su apoyo y confianza en nosotros ayudaron a formar las personas que somos hoy. El diploma que recibimos tiene nuestros nombres, pero también representa los innumerables actos de amor, paciencia y apoyo que nos trajeron hasta aquí. Así que, mientras miramos hacia el futuro, no olvidemos agradecer a quienes estuvieron a nuestro lado todo este tiempo. Reconozcamos el impacto que han tenido en nuestras vidas y vemos sus enseñanzas con nosotros hasta este próximo capítulo. I am proud of the class of 2026 and to be called a Jet. I want to instill you to be proud as well and to move forward, celebrating everything you do with the ones you love. And lastly, I want to finish with a phrase that I think we're all very familiar with. We've heard it many times here at JM, and I think it's appropriate that today we say it one last time. Estoy orgulloso de la clase 26 y de ser llamado un Jet. Quiero también insistir a todos aquí a estar orgullosos de ustedes mismos y de toda su familia, y que hacia el futuro celebremos nuestros logros con las personas que amamos. Y quiero terminar con una frase que hemos oído bastante en nuestro tiempo aquí en JM, y creo que es apropiado que lo digamos una vez más. So remember, guys, it's always a great day to be a Jet. Thank you.
Huh? Good morning, class of 2026! How are we feeling today? Today we'll be playing End of Beginning by Joe. So we hope you enjoy. Just one more tear to cry. One teardrop from my eye. You better save it for the middle of the night, when things aren't black and white. Look how much we grew. Remember 22. And when I'm back in the city, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. I wave goodbye to the end of beginning. This song has started now, and you're just finding out. Now isn't that a laugh? A major sacrifice, but clueless at the time. Can't turn back the time. Just trust me, you'll be fine. And when I'm back in the city, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. I wave goodbye to the end of beginning. And when I'm back in the city, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. I wave goodbye to the end of beginning. And when I'm back in the city, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. Oh, I wave goodbye to the end of beginning. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. It is such an incredible feeling to stand here today and see all of your faces on a day we only once imagined. For those who may not know me, I'm Lily Hicks. Over the past 4 years, many of you have probably seen me most often on the volleyball court or the softball field. Athletics have shaped a huge part of who I am, and for a long time, I thought success in sports was only about winning, hard work, and discipline. But somewhere along the way, I learned that some of life's greatest lessons come from the moments that don't feel successful at all. The losses, the exhaustion, the self-doubt, the practices no one sees, the games where nothing seems to go right. There were times I asked myself, why keep putting so much of myself into something if I'm just going to fall short again? I think all of us in one way or another have asked ourselves that same question during these last 4 years. Maybe it was in the classroom, in athletics, in friendships, at home, or quietly in our own minds. And while I used to think failure meant I wasn't enough, I realize now that failure is often what prepares us for the moments that carry the most weight. Because the truth is, growth doesn't happen when life feels easy or comfortable. It happens in the uncertainty. It happens when we keep showing up after disappointment. It happens in the moments when no one is clapping for us, not even yourself, but you keep showing up. Today is meaningful, not because the road here was perfect, but because it wasn't. Every setback, every uncomfortable moment, every challenge we thought we couldn't overcome helped shape the people we are sitting beside today. I hope we remember that success is not measured by only awards, titles, or achievements. It's measured by resilience, by courage, by our willingness to continue moving forward even when the outcome is uncertain. So here's to the moments ahead that will challenge us, humble us, and help us grow. Here's to the future college diplomas, the first jobs, the promotions, the dreams we haven't even discovered yet. Those moments will be so fulfilling because of the struggles that came before them. Class of 2026, we made it. Today, the turning of the tassel marks more than just the end of high school. It represents the beginning of a new chapter of our lives. This tradition has symbolized the transition from student to graduate for generations, and now it is our turn to take that step forward together. So graduates, please stand. And join me in moving our tassels from the right to the left. Yay!
You may be seated. Good morning, families, friends, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Adam Lutterlow, and I am proud to serve as the principal of Jordan Matthews High School. I want to extend my gratitude to the Chatham County Board of Education and to Dr. Anthony Jackson, our superintendent. Thank you for your leadership, support, and belief in the awesome power of public education. The class of 2026 would not be here today were it not for the committed educators, counselors, and support staff who choose to work at Jordan Matthews. Teachers and coaches who have spent countless hours with our students, preparing them for tests, projects, performances, games. but more importantly, who are preparing our graduates for life. A student services team who walked beside our graduates as they helped them apply for college, earn scholarships, or help secure a job. Bus drivers, custodians, child nutrition staff, our PTSA, everyone who committed themselves to making our school a safe, clean, and supportive environment. I would like us all to give a big round of applause to the teachers and staff at Jordan Matthews. Seniors, you may have noticed that each time we gathered this year as a whole group, I would remind you of how many days there were left until graduation. Today, we're at 0. You made it. The work of 13 years of school culminates in this moment, right now. Think back to how far you've come. Years of finding your spot on the carpet and worrying about where your clip would be on the behavior chart turned into those awkward middle school years that were made even harder by a global pandemic. Then you came to high school, where you met new friends and took harder classes. Your world expanded to include driving, dating, new jobs with long hours, studying late at night, college applications, lots of joys, plenty of stress, and likely a few tears. But now, after all that time and effort, it's over. And as the countdown arrives at 0, I'm struck by a feeling now of wishing we had more time together. Guess if you do not know, this is my first year as principal at JM. And I've had only 285 days with these seniors to get to know them and witness them and learn firsthand how impressive they are. But since last August, I have come to know a class that is resilient, remarkably talented, passionate, funny, thank you, always on time, and committed to bettering themselves and their community every single day. So seniors, please allow me to brag on you for just a moment. Seated among our seniors are decorated athletes, award-winning artists, and aspiring entrepreneurs who will be representing Jordan Matthews High School and Chatham County Schools at some of the finest universities in our nation. We have 8 graduates today who will go on to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. We have graduates of our AVID program with a 100% college acceptance rate who have been awarded over $9 million in scholarships. Graduates of our dual language program who leave here today with the seal of biliteracy on their diploma, now ready to enter college and the workforce a step ahead because of their ability to communicate in multiple languages. As a whole, the class of 2026 has been awarded over $12 million in scholarships, grants, and aid. At moments like this, when we are invited to look backwards and forwards at the same time, there's a sense of urgent reflection to remember all the things about school and childhood, but also the excitement, anticipation, and a little bit of fear about what comes next. So seniors, it is in that spirit that I'd like to leave you with 3 final requests. The first is that before you take off your cap and gown this morning, I need you to find your family and your support system and thank them for their love, their time, their energy, and their devotion. Give them a hug. Take a picture with them. Squeeze everything out of this moment. As Dulce reminded us earlier today, none of us made it here alone. Today is a big day for your families too. As a parent myself, I can tell you that in your parents' eyes, you are still the same kid they dropped off at kindergarten just a few years ago. The second is to enjoy time today and in the coming weeks with your friends. You guys may remember in our meetings that I would always ask you to turn and tell the person beside you that you would see them at graduation. And I need you today to find that person and tell them how proud you are of this accomplishment. Graduation is one of those happy and sad moments because while we celebrate today, we know that this will also be the last time the class of 2026 is together as a whole. As Christian shared, take pride in who you are. Take pride in where you are from. And use that pride as fuel for what you are off to do next. Finally, seniors, as you go off into your future, remember to love yourself. Let your talent, energy, and purpose shine. Know that you are worth it. Your future is bright. The diploma you earned signifies not just completion of high school. It is a permission slip, a hall pass, a ticket and a passport to opportunities you have not even dreamed of yet. Do what others say you can't. Move forward boldly. Say yes to new opportunities. Prove all doubters wrong. You may not change the entire world, but I challenge you to make the world better for yourself and those around you every single day. Through kindness, through respect, through understanding, and through love. Seniors, we have reached the end. And I can think of only one way to say goodbye. Thank you. We love you. And remember that it is always a great day to be a Jet. Seniors, if you could now rise. You can go ahead and adjust your hat if you want, and guests, if you want to go ahead and get your camera out, this is the photo opportunity. Are we ready? And now for the most important announcement of the day. Acting on the recommendation of the faculty of Jordan Matthews High School and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chatham County Board of Education and the superintendent of Chatham County Schools, I hereby declare that each of you has satisfied all the requirements for graduation as put forth by the state of North Carolina. You are now graduates of Jordan Matthews High School. Congratulations.
listen. So, what we're gonna do, our music and our stands.